What up guys, it's me Matt. I am back with another video. Today we are going to have another new Matt Talks. Yeah, I know we haven't had a Matt Talks in a long time, but I am returning because there has been so much stuff that has been happening on the internet very recently. So I decided to come back with a brand new Matt Talks. If you're excited, please give me a thumbs up and maybe give us a subscription. I will totally really enjoy it because our goal is to hit 1K. And I do not only do talks like this, I also do skits, reactions, and big movie projects. So if you're interested in any of that, I totally recommend to hit that subscribe button. It will really mean the world to me, and it will be just amazing for the channel to grow. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the news. Okay, so the first topic is on YouTubers versus TikTokers, and it is a boxing match. Now, I am a little bit of a fan of these YouTubers boxing like KSI, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Gib. Like, those were interesting. But this is something like so far fetched. Was a little skeptical at first because I felt like, oh, this can't be real. But it's legit happening. It's legit YouTubers versus TikTokers. And they're duking it out. Like I said, I do not know how to feel about this. Like for me, when I saw this, I was like, this has gotta be fake. But I did some more research. It is actually real. And that actually made me feel more excited. Because like it's a bunch of YouTuber creators fighting a bunch of TikTokers. Because everyone keeps comparing YouTubers and TikTokers to be the same. So it's kind of cool that they're like, okay, we're going to settle it down and see which is the best. But there is only one concern that I have about this YouTubers versus TikTokers. And that is that there are so many fighters. I don't even know how many fighters. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 12 fighters. 12 fighters, which means that there are 6 matches. 6 matches. And they're doing it on June 5th, which is actually 2 days from my birthday, which is kind of like a surprise birthday gift. But the thing is, like, how in the world are they going to do 6 battles in one night? Because, like, I do not know. Because I know they're probably Austin McBroom and McBroom. Yes, I said his name. Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall will probably be the longest fight. Like, that's going to probably be the longest fight. And all the other fights are probably going to be shorter. But the thing is, like, if it's like, 30 minutes per fight, that means this thing will go on for maybe more than 4 hours, which to me seems like a very long time for like a boxing platform like this. So that's my only thing that I'm kind of a little skeptical about. And like, there's a lot of interesting YouTubers, a lot of TikTokers. I know like almost half of them, but like, it's going to be interesting. And I think this concept is interesting because it kind of started with YouTubers being like, let's box each other, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI, like it started all that. But now they're kind of expanding the idea a little bit. And they're like, oh, let's add TikTokers to the mix because like Bryce Hall, he's so muscular, or like Michael Lee is also very muscular, or like Taylor Holder, oh, he's so very muscular. Like, like that's how it all started. But overall, I think this is going to be an interesting thing, an interesting concept. But I just do not know how long is it going to be because it says June 5th. So does that mean that everything is happening on June 5th? And also, by the way, there are 2 like mystery fighters, or like it's like, oh, you're going to pick who's going to be fighting. That's the thing that also makes me a little bit skeptical because like, who is it? It makes you think more about it, and that makes you like more excited about this. But yeah, I'm mostly happy about this, but my only main like thing that makes me a little worry about this is like, how in the world are they going to do all 6 fights in under a night? Like, in order for them to do like all 6 fights in one night, they probably will have to start like the show like really early. And I know boxing matches usually start like around maybe like 7 or 8. So if they're having all of this happening in one full single day, which will be I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's probably gonna be the most craziest. Um, I will be pretty shocked to see how it rolls out because they're working so hard. They're dedicating all this time to put every single fighter in this. So yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool, and I'm probably gonna watch it. And I'm more of a YouTube guy than a TikTok, obviously. By you guys seeing what I do more, I post more YouTube than TikTok. But yeah, we'll see it. We'll see who wins the trophy in the end. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is Disney Plus shows. Now I know that's kind of random because we don't usually talk about Disney Plus shows, and what does that have to do about the internet? But the thing is that Disney Plus is technically part of the internet, so that's why I decided to include Disney Plus in this segment for today. So very recently there has been two shows that are like right now pretty hype for me in my opinion. And that is Falcon the Winter Soldier and Mighty Ducks Game Changers. First we're gonna talk about why I think Falcon the Winter Soldier is the most hype. Then we're gonna talk about Mighty Ducks and why it is also hype. So let's go. So Falcon and Winter Soldier is probably the most hype for me because we're actually going deeper in the story about Sam and Bucky and like after the events of Endgame. And I think it's cool because we have seen this relation with only Steve and Bucky and then Steve and Sam. That's the thing, it's a little different because like now the two guys that were friends with Steve are now teaming up together to destroy these Flag Smashers. Now, there's a little spoiler that I'm going to say because I know that, not Captain America. Why am I thinking Captain America? Falcon the Winter Soldier is still relatively new. So there is going to be some spoilers here. And same thing for the Mighty Ducks too. So when I get to Mighty Ducks, I will tell you guys that there's a spoiler. I'll put a time here or when you could just skip the whole entire thing if you don't want any spoilers for Mighty Ducks or this bit that I'm going to say. So for Falcon and Winter Soldier is very interesting because now they're going to dive into these things called the Flag Smashers. And these guys are like people that are like really angry at each other or want to change the world again because they believe that that when the blip happened, the world was better, and that's why they're upset. They're trying to stop the good guys, which are the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, from completing their mission of stopping them. And there is this like fake Captain America, really weird. Don't know how to feel about him. He's kind of like an anti Captain America, and I think in the comics he was like a bad guy eventually. So maybe he will turn more into a bad guy. But yeah, I just think it's interesting that this is happening, and this is like two buddy story. It's like a duo coming to stop this group of evil like super soldiers, which is something pretty cool, and I really do enjoy that. Now it's time to talk about what's it called? Why Mighty Ducks is the most hype. The real reason why Mighty Ducks is probably the most hype is because like it talks about the story of like the imagined 90s again. Just think about the 90s. That's when the Mighty Ducks came out. But now it's based on the 2000s, like 2020. And it's cool to see like Gordon Bombay return as him. He finally returns after like almost 30 years, I think. Yeah, it's crazy to think about it. That it's almost been 30 years since the last the Mighty Ducks movie came out. So yeah, I think it's a very interesting show. I'm watching it. I'm really enjoying it. There's some things that I am not such a big fan about. Like, why in the world is Gordon Bombay so like a grumpy old man? Like, I know there's a reason behind it, but like, he's super grumpy, and they already tried to form a team because this guy's mom, I forgot, I think his name is Ned. I may be wrong, or Ted. I'm sorry, I completely forgot the name of the boy. But the mom was like, "Hey, stop making your children be forced to be better," because like according to the mom's head, they think like they're like engineering their kids because they think like because the moms just think that kids are just kids, so they do not need to be like pushed to be like the best or like construct them to be like a strong person to be like the best they could be. They're just kids and they should play. And with that, I think the story plot is very interesting. And that's probably why Gordon Bombay is such like a sour pants about it. But yeah, I just think it's very interesting that that's something that is happening, and it's based back on like right now, which is something that is pretty cool in my opinion. Okay, now we're gonna dive into the next section. But before we do, I just want to say, hey guys, for the people that skipped, you're back. Yeah, great. We're gonna go back and dive in to our next topic, and it is about a person that we actually just talked about, and it is Bryce Hall. Yep, Bryce Hall, the guy that I just mentioned, that's doing the Boxing Day, has officially announced that Addison and him broke up. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was kind of obvious already. And the thing is that I'm not so deep in this. Like, I only got like a few information about this, but I'm not like, oh no, it broke up. They were such a good couple. I'm not like that guy. No, not one bit. But the thing is, like, it's like sad to see them because everyone thought they were like such a good couple and they were going to stick together, but they end up breaking up and go their separate ways. But the thing is that I also hate that people started attacking Bryce, because I know that everyone say like, oh, Bryce cheated or Bryce did this and Bryce did that. But like all this information got leaked, and it shouldn't have never been leaked. And even if the information was leaked, I guarantee Bryce will be like, unfortunately, me and Allison are not going together. Which is something that I think Bryce should have done earlier, instead of all these rumors that started floating in about like, oh, what happened and everything. Maybe if Bryce was more honest and actually tell like when they actually broke up, it probably wouldn't have been better and there wouldn't have been any controversy at all. Because in the video, Bryce actually said that he and Addison broke up. And the thing is that they probably shouldn't have told early, because they actually broke up 1 month ago. And they never said anything. Or, that's when like the rumors were happening. But they never said anything about it. And to be quite, to my personal opinion, I think they probably should have just been open to say, oh, hey, we broke up. It's the end of Addison and Bryce. That's it. It's done. But instead, they were just keeping it to themselves, taking all the drama, all the rumors happening. And I think that kind of started the whole like trend of like, oh, Bryce is a bad guy, or Addison did this, or Bryce did that. And but I'm actually finally glad that Bryce actually was open about it. Said like, oh, we're done, we're not dating anymore, stop like the rumors. But I think he should have done it earlier, because if he done it earlier, all these rumors and controversy wouldn't have been over already. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say about them. I mean, I still feel bad for them regardless of what happened, because they try to keep the information private. I get it. But I just hope that they recover. They go back to their normal selves, and I just wish them the best for the future. Now we're going to talk about the last topic of today's video. This is kind of shocking because I never knew I was ever going to bring up this guy. Yeah, I'm bringing up the YouTuber Morgz. Morgz recently just came out saying that he's deciding he's going to take a break from YouTube. Yeah, and many people, and you may be like, oh, that's normal. YouTubers always take a break. I mean, I was not considering taking a break like a little while ago, but I'm over that already. But because I want to keep making good content for you guys, so that's why I'm never taking a break. But yeah, so yeah, Morgz just recently came out being like really normal. He was like actually calm. This was like the first time I ever seen Morgz so calm and so chill. Like, it actually was kind of shocking to me. But the thing is that Morgz came out saying like, hey, I am feeling tired of what I'm doing. And he actually talks about why he always like is screaming and shouting and doing all of that, stuff that he does in his videos. And the real reason why is he was like, I made a persona of myself. And I was like, oh, if I keep doing this, this is probably why people like me. because they always like me to scream and shout and yell and all of that. But I actually am very glad that he was very open about this because he felt like, oh, people are liking me because they like my screaming and my shouting. But I guarantee that people dislike him if he was calm, and he started to realize that people actually like him when he was calm. So that is something that I felt very gotta give some claps to Morgz because this is the first time in the history of like Morgz YouTube channel that he was actually open to himself. He was never open about Kiro's breakup or anything like that. But he was so open to tell that I make this persona because I thought that you guys will like it. And that's something that I think is a smart move because he's tired doing this, he's tired doing this, he's tired doing these like screaming 10,000 challenges, challenge with my mom and with my dad, with Paul Martin and all of that. He was probably tired doing that. And he's finally open and being like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's stop and let me take a break. And when I come back, I will make good content. And that's something that I really like. He's finally understanding why people like dislike him. And maybe he's going to get more people to actually sub to him because he's actually being more calm. So like I said, gotta give some big prompts to Morgz. He finally was open about why he was yelling and screaming. He felt like, people like him like that. Or like, he felt like I could do better if I was this person. Or people would not like me if I was this normal. But people actually do like him if he's more calm. So yeah, I think that's something that Morgz learns, and I'm pretty impressed that he actually did it. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.